All right, Andy, I'm going to read to you what this guy is typing out because he did not narrate jack shit. So, let's get started. That's the end result. Let's begin. All right, so we're going to do the model setup in one node. It has everything exported as a separate output. So we have nulls for each object within that SOP level. And on the outside, we have geocontainers where each object contains only an object merged with those specific parts. First step, we're going to create a master null. We're using space 1, 2, 3, 4 to change the view. I'm going to add another null for the base. Let's activate point snap. And we're going to align our nulls to the pivots. And if you look closely, we're just centering the null to that center point of a circle. On second thought, let's have master and base null on top of each other, aligned on the y-axis. That should make things simpler. Well done. Let's continue. All right. Time to organize. Let's rename the nulls to master and then base. So master is that square piece. You can change the shape and size of the nulls to something fancier like circles. The most important step is to clean your transforms before we start rigging. Let's create the inverse kinematic chain for the arms. Choose inverse kinematic with twist effector. Don't worry if you miss, you can adjust the bones later. And you notice that we're snapping to specific points on the model. To adjust the bones, make sure to click on Bones in Rigging tab. All right, now we can transform it around. And they still keep the beginning and the end points in position. And we're just snapping it to the center of this armature. Looks like the base null is off, so we're going to fix that. There we go. Alright, this is the null that controls the twisting of your IK rig. And this null will control the target position. We're going to position the twist effector above the base null. Uncheck keep position when parenting. Parent chain twist 1 to... Let's rewind that was fast. Alright, we're going to parent chain twist 1 to the base null. Control middle click to reset to 0. Null is not where it should be. Let's click extract pre-transform and 0 values. Alright, seems to move the rig around. We'll move the twist effector up a little bit. Awesome. Alright, clean your transforms. Click keep position when parenting. And connect base to master. Just doing a little organizing. All right, parent chain root to base. And also chain goal. Right. Make sure keep position when parenting is on. Same as last time. Clean transform. Alright, looks like the bone is moving the way it should. Let's parent geometry to see what's happening. Let's select all objects and turn on keep position when parenting first before we start connecting it to these bones and nulls. Otherwise our geo could move. Parent objects to the chains and the nulls. A little test. Let's see. Yep. Most of it's moving. For now, let's parent piston parts to arm base. Piston parts to arm base. Parent joint to base. Nice. All holds together well. Joint part is not rotating as it should. Right there, that little piece. But why? Create a new null. Parent with key position when parenting off. Control middle click to zero out your values. Change shape to box. Alright, let's rename it to joint. We're going to use a look at constraint to make it look at the IK target. Go to constraint shelf. Click on look at constraint. Now notice I have my joint null selected. Select IK target and click enter. Alright, just moved. Joint null points to IK target now. But we only need the Y rotation. Create a blend node and connect it to joint node. Uncheck RX and RZ values because we only need rotation Y. Connect joint geometry to joint null. Oh, connect joint to blend. Now it rotates only in the Y-axis. Nice. And we're just going to merge some pipes to stay organized. Okay. Well, this guy's really organized. Sure. That really made the... Oh yeah, that does work. That looks nice. Okay. Select node and press E to make node unselectable. We'll go back on that. Alright, select node and press E to make the node unselectable, and R to make it invisible. That's useful. Basically, every null except master and IK target can be off. This should help with selecting the model and quickly animating it frame by frame. Geo can be unselectable. Great. Let's rig the hydraulic piston now. Okay, we're going to add a null. Let's create two nulls, in fact, and position at the piston pivots. All right, center the first one. Let's center the next. We'll probably have to switch views. We're going to snap to position using the middle geometry divider to align the points. All right, that null is aligned. The other null is aligned. Let's duplicate the first one. We're going to rename and change master null shape for the pivots. We're going to change their uniform scale to 0.5 and make them purple to stand out compared to the main rig. Create one more null for an up vector. Alt drag to duplicate your nodes. Customize the shape, size, and rename it. We're going to rename it to piston up. Now we will look... now we're going to add a look at constraint to the piston bottom null. It will be looking at piston top 1. Also, use piston up as a lookup object when asked. Because nodes can't use look at constraints at each other, piston top will be looking at piston master node. Check the keep position when parenting. And parent all nodes to piston master. Alright. Unparent piston geometry from the main chain, and let's reparent it to the nulls that we just created. Specifically piston top and piston bottom. Now we're going to connect piston master to the main chain. Up node controls rotation and twist. Quick test. Actually, we need to reparent piston top to arm top. So let's see, piston top 1, we're going to move it up, connect it to arm. Organize it a little. Let's test the rig. Alright, the look at constraint seems to be working, and the piston parts are just sliding into each other as expected. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We're going to clean our transform one more time. Hide the piston nulls. Pressing E, I believe. Or maybe it's R. I already forgot. Also, chain root. Make bones non-selectable. We can highlight IK target and master with color. Alright, let's do a selection test. Aha! We only got what we needed. Values are reset. It's a clean rig. All good. Let's add test animation. Alt left click to add keyframe. Shift left click to select keyframe and then copy paste it to frame 96. Lazy. Shorten play range to 96 frames. Super lazy. Up arrow to play. Press clock icon to play at real speed. Yeah, that's good. It's nice and smooth. Works great. Seriously? A keyframe adjustment? It looks fine, man. Wow, where did I get an HDRI to look like that at my viewport? The fuck? Alright, one quick fix. Oh. Joint node rotations does not work as we need it to. Oh yeah, I see it slipping off. Could be a problem if we need this at an angle. So what do we do? Connect master node to blend. Uncheck all but RX and RZ. Alright, rewinding just a little bit. Works much better now. Alright, this way we copy rotation from the master node. Alright. Works much better, yeah. Who knew? It's all about that blend node. You can now safely move, rotate, and scale your rig. Crazy. Crazy. Dang, I mean, that's clean. That's fucking clean. Houdini's the best. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, yeah. Thanks for watching.